In this video, I'll show you the 5 audio plugins every video editor needs. Most video editors rely on the basic audio tools inside of their software. While they work fine in a pinch, they don't always produce the professional sound that every editor strives for. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use these plugins. The CLA Mixhub is modeled after Chris Lord-Alge's mixing console. It's a complete mixing suite inside of a single plugin, offering EQ, compression, and saturation controls, all packed into a single interface. When you go to the Fairlight page, you can access the plugins by going to Effects, under Audio Effects, VST Effects. All the VST plugins or third-party plugins installed in DaVinci Resolve will show up here. If it doesn't show up, you can go to Preferences, Audio Plugins, and Available Plugins. You can see if which ones are checked or not checked in there. If they're not checked, they won't show up in the program, so just check them and save. You probably have to restart DaVinci Resolve and then they'll show up there. So, or the other way you can access or add this plugin, the CLA Mixhub, to your channel, go to Effects, Channel, VST, CLA Mixhub Mono. This will open. You have an input, an EQ, and a dynamic section. You can swap these around. Usually it goes from left to right, so the sound goes into the input, into the EQ, into the dynamic section. If you want to go through the dynamic section first, you can just swap around the EQ and the dynamic section. What I love about this EQ is it just adds a subtle character to the sound. Let's just quickly hear what this sounds like. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. Let's just quickly do this. Let's switch it on and off. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. The Magma BB Tubes is a saturation plugin that emulates classic analog warmth. It's designed to add rich harmonic distortion to your audio, enhancing its overall tone. It's got a beauty and a beast knob. It's basically 2 knobs. Let's play the audio and I'm just going to turn the knobs and hear what this sounds like. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. There's a better, more dynamic way that not only saves time but gives you more control. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. There's a better, more dynamic way that not only saves time but gives you more control. I know I overdid it for this video, but if you add a subtle saturation plugin like this to your audio, it makes a huge difference. The Izotope Vinyl plugin is a free plugin that adds this nostalgic warmth and imperfections of vinyl records to your audio. It emulates the crackles, pops, and distortion that's associated with vinyl, bringing a unique vintage characteristic to your sound. It sounds like it's playing through a vinyl, so let's go through 1950, 1960. If you want to create this spin down effect, I haven't found any other way to do that except using this vinyl. Let's say there's a part in the song that you want to create a spin down. This is what the spin down sounds like. If you want to access thousands of high-quality music or sound effects for your projects, Audio Pro offers you a subscription that gives you access to a massive library of royalty-free tracks and sound effects. And right now, you can get 70% off of your first year using this code. Check out the link in the description. The Abbey Road TG Mastering Chain is a comprehensive mastering plugin modeled after the legendary Abbey Road Studios 12345 console. I know it sounds made up, but it was actually the name of the console. The mastering stage is crucial to make sure that your audio translates through all devices, from small phone speakers to high-end headphones. So let's add the mastering chain to the final bus output. That's usually where you add this chain. You've got an input, tone, limiter, filter, and then you've got the final export where you can do stereo or mono. But I don't really play around with this stuff unless it's for a super big project. But usually I found that there's a preset from Mauer Applebaum. I don't know how, I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. This balanced feature is super nice. Let's hear the difference. This is by far the best way to create a picture-in-picture effect in DaVinci Resolve. There's a better, more dynamic way that not only saves time but gives you more control. The CLA Epic is a powerful plugin for adding spatial effects like reverb and delay. Sometimes you need something more than just clear dialogue or clean sound effects. You need to create an atmosphere to make the audio feel like it belongs in the scene. The footsteps are very dry, so I need to add a sense of atmosphere to make it sound like the footsteps belong in the scene. You can use the built-in reverb as well. I found that the CLA Epic has a lot more control and you can blend multiple different reverbs and delays together. All right, so let's see. The other thing we can do is to automate the sound. Go down to this drop down and go to plugins, CLA Epic. I'll go to mix and select that. And then what I'll do, I'll add a keyframe here and a keyframe at the end. Then I'll pull this keyframe down so it will go from wet to dry. Let's hear what it sounds like. If you need help with your sound design or DaVinci Resolve project, book a call with me, the link's in the description. These are the 5 plugins that I use on a regular basis. And I think these are amazing plugins for any video editor looking to enhance their audio. Which one of these plugins are you excited to try first? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.